Hello, welcome to another episode of Nerding Out with the Second. As of the recording of this episode, this is WrestleMania weekend, April 4th, 2020. Part 1 of WrestleMania 36 is happening live right now. The second part will be tomorrow, April 5th, 4 p.m. 7 Eastern Time. To many of you who don't know, I've been a huge wrestling fan for 20 plus years. This September, I've been a fan of pro wrestling 21 years. When I was in the 4th or 5th grade. When I was a little kid, I kept hearing the name Cactus Jack. I kept from other kids on the playground. Oh, Cactus Jack did this, Cactus Jack did that. He was thrown off the stage. I was thinking to myself, what kind of parent names their child Cactus Jack? The more I hear it, the more I became intrigued by it. This was 98. So, this was September 1998. At the height of the Attitude Era of then WWF. Fast forward to June 1999. I talked to one of my classmates and childhood friends, Michael. I asked him, "Hey, what are you guys talking about?" "Oh, we're talking about pro wrestling. It comes out on Thursdays at such and such time." Sorry, that was the motorcyclist outside if you heard it. So I missed out a huge part of the Attitude Era. Because I didn't have any siblings. Well, I didn't have a sibling who grew up watching pro wrestling. So, I know one of my uncles watched pro wrestling before he died, and I had no idea until he passed away. But, September, like second or third week of September, I watched an episode of SmackDown on Thursday on UPN. Stone Cold Steve Austin was bringing the WWF title down to the ring to give the WWF title to Triple H, who earlier that week won the six-pack challenge to become two-time WWF champion. And since he was the special guest referee, he became the number one contender for the WWF title. From right there, I was hooked immediately. Early 2000, I started watching World Championship Wrestling. I started to become a bigger fan of WWF rather. The first pay-per-view I watched on VHS was the WrestleMania 14 in 1998. And then followed by WrestleMania 15. And from there I started watching other pay-per-views like the King of the Ring, Royal Rumble, all that, in the WWF. The first wrestler I ever liked was Al Snow, who carried around a mannequin who would actually talk to it as if it was a real person. From there, when I saw The Undertaker, I knew he would immediately be my all-time favorite pro wrestler. He was known as the American Badass, who drove on a motorcycle down the ring. So this was in early 2000s. Again, it's towards the end of the Attitude Era. This is a time where things were socially acceptable. During that WWF, now WWE, it was a very raunchy time period. We got wrestlers who is a porn star, a wrestler is a pimp, a group of wrestlers who are a bunch of degenerates, a redneck who would beat up his boss, those things would not fly well today because the world today is more sophisticated than it was when I grew up. Pretty much anything goes, So again, it was a very socially acceptable, different time period. But there were other insane matches in there. For example, King of the Ring, 1998. Undertaker versus Mankind in the infamous Hell in a Cell match, where Undertaker threw Mankind off the top of the cell onto the announce table, and then chokeslammed him through the top of the cell down to the ring, inside the ring rather. That's a well-known example. I do recommend you watching the match between Undertaker and Mankind, Hell in a Cell, King of the Ring, 1998. It was like a car wreck. You have to look away, but you cannot stop watching it. That was insane match. Well, that's all I can say. Is that like I said at the top of the podcast, it's WrestleMania weekend, and because of the coronavirus, no one's allowed to be inside the arena. Unfortunately, I cannot watch it. I like to, but I can't right now. Things. I don't know. It's just that. I've been a lifelong WWE fan. I've also watched a handful of other wrestling promotions like Championship Wrestling from Hollywood, World Championship Wrestling, All Elite Wrestling, New Japan Pro Wrestling, a few matches from Elite Canadian Championship Wrestling. If you're a huge wrestling fan, or a new wrestling fan, I recommend you watching All Elite Wrestling. They're doing something right. It's hard for me to describe. You just have to watch it for yourself. I have seen wrestling live. April 2019, I went to a double taping of Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. I've seen Luchasaurus wrestle live, which is awesome. Peter Avalon, I've seen him wrestle live at the same double taping. Which is an amazing experience. I'm glad I got a chance to watch them live while wrestling, but I had the chance to do it, so I'm glad I was able to watch them live. So that's all I can say about this episode. This is another short episode. So until then, have a wonderful day. I love each and every one of you. Take care. Goodbye. Peace.